Sometimes we need someone else to believe in us or to give us the confidence we need in order to do what we really need to do. And I was just thinking about this gentleman that really truly gave me the confidence that essentially I could fire my financial advisor. And it wasn't that long ago, but I just happened to come across his YouTube channel. And I'll tell you, his guy's name is Rob Berger. And somehow I stumbled upon his YouTube channel, and he happens to be a guy who started a website years ago called Dough Roller. And anyway, I just happened to see his YouTube channel, and I started paying attention. And he started talking about just these different concepts and the simplicity of being a DIY investor and saving that money that you might otherwise be paying an advisor, especially if you're paying assets under management or using that model. And he truly changed the way I think about things. And as I said, after watching him just a little bit and going back and reviewing what was going on in mine and my wife's personal situation, he literally gave me the confidence to fire my advisor. And I'll tell you, it was kind of nerve-wracking, to be honest with you, because once I fired them and I started doing it, there's a certain amount of pressure that comes with that. But again, it became crystal clear to me that I was throwing away a lot of money unnecessarily, and it's money that I can use in my older age, to be honest with you. And it's money I could use to maybe help my children. It's money I could use to give to people who are in need. So I fired my advisor. And I was thinking about that when, not long ago, some people were asking me, you should do a class. You should do a class on investing, and because there's a lot of it we don't really know that. We don't understand everything, and we know you do. And that got me to thinking. And to be honest with you, that's kind of one of the reasons I do this channel, because I know there are people who can identify with even some of the challenges I've had personally, and who did not come up with a sophisticated understanding of the investment world. And so that's kind of one of the reasons I actually do this channel, and I talk about this stuff. It's not because I'm money hungry. It's not because I'll do anything for money. To be honest with you, I kind of refer back to the biblical admonition for us to be good stewards of what God has blessed us with. So again, we often need somebody to kind of give us that confidence, and hopefully as time goes on, and maybe even already, someone has gained some confidence to start thinking about their financial lives a little bit differently based on what a few things they've heard me say. I always say I'm not an advisor. This is strictly for knowledge, information. Everybody should do their own research, and everybody should try to understand. But hopefully something I say at some time will ignite that thirst to, even if you do use an advisor. I think sometimes people think I have something against it, but I know everybody is not a DIY investor. I totally understand that. But one of the secondary benefits of just increasing your knowledge is to know, if you are using an advisor, what that advisor is doing. Understand how you're being charged. There's so many people who have no clue how they're being charged. And then someone says something, they go take a look and start doing a little research, and they realize, I am literally being ripped off. And again, that's not every advisor, but I'll just say a lot of folks are paying money that they have no clue what they're paying because they haven't bothered to ask the question. So anyway, I don't want to rant and go on and on, but yeah, I just think that it's important sometimes that we at least gain some kind of a understanding and a better understanding, because you can work your whole life, 20, 30, 40 years, and if you're not careful, you have very little to show for it. Um, and I'm just trying to be like the ant. I'm just trying to store up a little bit while I can work and while I'm able to work, because I do know that winter is coming. That's really at the bottom of why I talk about this, why I started this channel. We all need to be just a little bit like the ant, understanding that you're not going to always be able to move around freely. You're not always going to be able to earn income. You're not always, so put things in place that when the winter comes, we can still eat. You guys have a blessed day.